Honestly, I started reading it and they seemed pretty tame. And then as I got closer to the end, some of these strategies just gave me a headache thinking about them, especially the last one. Someone sent me this article of the 25 most unhinged money tips that they have seen. I am of the opinion that people should be able to make financial progress without having to rely on unhinged saving strategies. I think that's pretty ridiculous. Okay, so let's get into it. I used to double the cost of any unnecessary spending. So this person was doubling the cost of unnecessary spending by contributing the same amount to a savings jar. I actually think this is a pretty good tip because if there are things that are aligned with your values, oftentimes there'll be things that you would be willing to pay more for. And if there are things that you can kind of tell in the moment, you're probably going to regret and aren't going to be worth it, you won't want to pay double for. So I actually think this is not a bad tip. Probably a little annoying to have to go in and make that contribution to your savings account. This person saved money every time they opened Instagram by moving money over to Instagram. I think that's more of a doom scrolling tip, more about like Instagram than it is about like making the financial progress. I changed my banking app to a foreign language. I think for a lot of people, banking app already feels like it's in a foreign language. This is kind of a ridiculous habit, just like the Instagram one. Maybe this is actually just a better way to learn that foreign language though. My credit card is frozen in a brick of ice. I mean, I don't know. Most people know they're like just have it saved online. I don't think this is a real good tip for you. I make direct deposits to a bank account where I have to work really hard to remember the password. What do you mean work really hard? Do you create a scavenger hunt for yourself every time you want to log in? That's weird. That's just weird. I don't think this will work. Like eventually you're just gonna remember it. Bringing your own slice of cheese so you don't have to pay an extra $1 to upgrade from a hamburger to a cheeseburger. I don't know, man. Yeah, your husband still makes fun of you for it. He should. I cut open the tube of almost empty toothpaste. This is one of those things where, sorry for the cheesy pun, it's just not worth the squeeze. I love this one. Okay, this person had a friend with a big shopping problem, and so they asked what it is about shopping that they loved, and it was actually all the other things about like going to the mall, people watching, getting the food. This is a really good question to ask even yourself, like, or like when you feel that like ping of guilt every time you're at the checkout counter, a type of store, whatever, like ask yourself, why is it that you keep going back? And are there things that you can do to feed that same desire to do that type of thing? Like for this person, they went people watching at the mall and they returned stuff and it was the same type of experience. Like that's awesome because you understand what your values are, what it is that you enjoy doing or like spending your time on, and is there a way that you can do that without spending a ton of money? And that is like exactly why Weekend exists, is because it helps you understand based on your spending patterns, like what are the things that you actually like to spend on? What are the things that you're spending money on that aren't necessarily worth it? Why is it that you're spending money on certain things? And then is there a way that we can do those things where you're still making financial progress for the future, but enjoying the day-to-day life now?